Hey, we are live. Let's see how this goes. Changed a couple of things on the broadcast system. Let's see how it functions. Technically, the Humble Among broadcast system should be functioning better than ever. We shall see. We shall see. Surprise. I didn't even share the link out anywhere. Let's see how many people pull up. There's Akira Jam. Whoop, whoop. Wicked Widget. Whoop, whoop. I'm sick. I'm feeling a little down, a little sick today. But I wanted to stream because I have a bunch of shit to talk about. So here we are. We're going to do an experiment real quick where I'm going to play you a snippet of an unreleased song. I'm going to let a couple of people get in here. We're going to do an experiment and see how this sounds. Let me know if this is too loud on your end, because I've been playing around with the audio settings a little bit. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to play you a snippet of an unreleased song here. Let's see what you guys think. Oh, it's not working. Yeah, hold on. I got to play with this some more. See, that's not working. Let's try this. Take two. Not working. Well, well, well. Let's try that again. Oh, that's why I have it all the way down. Probably would help if I turned it up a little bit, huh? All right, let's try this again now. It should work, guys. Yeah, let's go. You know if that's too loud, too low? Can you hear me? Let's go. Exclusive. That's all you get. That's all you get. That's all you get. That's all you get. I played too much, I think. All right. That's all you get for now. Some unreleased freshness. That sounded okay, though? Did that work? Did the experiment work? I think the experiment worked. What's up, y'all? Humble Among broadcast system number 182, sickly edition. I am feeling very under the weather. The sickness caught up to me. The Jugga flu caught up to me. Not feeling great. But I had a bunch of shit to talk about that I did not talk about last week. So here we are. We're running it anyway. Now, let's see. I guess we'll just run through the list. We'll just talk about what we have to talk about. Val Kilmer. I didn't talk about this enough last week. Rest in peace to Val Kilmer. The night before it was announced that Val Kilmer passed away, I was actually watching the documentary Lost Soul, which is about the making of this flick, the Island of Dr. Moreau from the 90s. And it's just fucking so bad it's good. It's really just kind of a bad movie, honestly, but it's about the behind the scenes turmoil trying to get that movie made, because it was quite the shit show to make that movie. I also want to talk about from last time. Last time I talked about Juggalo Ohio 3. I completely forgot to tell y'all about one of the funniest moments. God, I look tired as fuck. One of the funniest moments at the show. There was this kid who was in a Zuul mask. There's this grown-ass man who was in a Zuul mask, right? He was in the pit for, it might have been Hatchet Man Project this happened. And the kid in the Zuul mask, the grown-ass man in the Zuul mask, he did this hilarious thing. I wish I had this on video because it was so funny. He came up to me and he like grabbed my hand almost like a prince would grab a princess's hand or some shit. And he was like, "Oh, humble among," and he like made a whole fucking thing about it. Shouts out to that dude for having a good sense of humor in making fun of me, because I thought that shit was hilarious. I completely forgot to tell y'all about that last time. Now, Vegas, May 2nd, Gloom to the Tomb 2. You might want to hold on to your dates for that, or start making plans to go to Vegas May 2nd, especially if you want to see one certain green-haired goober out there. Goofy green, what is it? The goofy green-haired goober. What the fuck is it? No, the green-haired wonder. If you want to see the green-haired wonder out at Gloom to the Tomb 2, May 2nd, Vegas. Purely speculation. Now, Jug Awards. Some of y'all have been wondering if they are doing the Jug Awards again this year. It seems that they are, so I guess there's no better time than now to really quickly get the Humble Among Awards out of the way. This will be really easy and painless for everybody. Now, all right, best album of 2024. We're doing it right now, by the way. We're not setting up the nominations. I'm giving out the awards right now. Not green-haired cougar. You son of a bitch. Goober, not cougar. So best album of 2024. Pretty easy to figure out. Humble Among, Sign of the Times. Thank you. I accept this award very graciously. Now, best movie of 2024. Juggalo Ohio 2 documentary that I made strictly for the alienated. Humble Among wins again. That's right. It's a sweep. Best podcast. Well, Humble Among Broadcast System. You're watching it right now. Thank you. I once again humbly accept this award. Now, best co-host. 3 years in a row. Emily wins best co-host. Let's see. What else we got? What other way can I sniff my own farts? Fuck it. Best YouTube channel. Humble Among. Hey, fuck. Hey, I'm sweeping this shit. Best rapper ever. Humble Among. Best singer ever. Humble Among. Best boyfriend ever. Humble Among. What else can we give myself? Best. No, we're not doing that. What else we got? You guys got any other awards you want to give me? Best kitty cat. Humble Among. No, Steven. Steven gets best kitty cat. Steven gets best kid. No, you know what? Mimi. Because Mimi had her surgery. Mimi gets best kitty cat. Most gracious lover. Humble Among. I like that one. Let's see. Biggest hater. I like biggest hater in the underground. Humble among. Best greenest hair. Humble among. What else we got? What else we want to give me? Anyway, I'm trying to take all the awards I can get. So that was the Humble Among Awards. Oh yeah, the EC Jug Award goes to EC. The Smoke Award, that's what we were calling it. The Smoke Award goes to EC Jug. All right, I think that's good enough. The most, yes, that's the best one. The most humble award ever goes to Humble Among. The most humble, the best award show. The best award show in the underground goes to the Humble Among Awards. All right, that's enough of that. Anyway, the Jug Awards really are coming soon, though. There, we did the Humble Among Awards, though. We got those out of the way. Now, as you can see, I'm wearing my own t-shirt like a big cornball. This does serve a purpose. I want to show you guys. You like that? You like that? You like that? Is that good for you? I want to show you guys these t-shirts because I only have 15 of them left. These are the original, the first Humble Among t-shirts I ever got done. I still have 15 of them left. The last run. If you want to have bragging rights that you have the first Humble Among t-shirt ever, you have 15 more chances to buy those bragging rights. I have smalls left. I have mediums left. Larges are gone. I have some XLs left. I have 2 XLs left. 3 XLs are gone now too, and I have some 4 XLs left as well. So there is limited sizing. I do have some. Hit me up if you're trying to cop shirts. If you're trying to cop CDs, humbleamong.com. I have a couple up there as of now. This is a very long-winded way for me to talk about, after this stream, I'm going to do an experiment. There's an app called Whatnot that apparently people go on and they sell merch. Now, I have gained a size in my t-shirt, let's just say. I'm now a 2X where I used to be an XL. This has caused me great depression because a bunch of my t-shirts that I love dearly, I can no longer fit into without feeling like I'm trying to be like I'm trying to like stretch out my shirts, basically. I'm not trying to have my shirts be skin tight on me, basically. So after this stream, I'm going to do an experiment over on Whatnot. Go follow me on the Whatnot app. It's an app, basically, you can live stream and sell shit at the same time. I'm going to go and show you guys the shirts, some of the shirts I'm selling. Because I probably have at least 50 shirts I need to sell if I'm getting real with y'all. I'm probably going to do about 17 ICP shirts tonight over on WhatsApp, but I got horror shirts I need to get rid of. I got C17 shirts I have to get rid of now. Oh, I have random rap shirts I got to get rid of. So there's a bunch of categories. There's horror sweatpants I have to get rid of. So I'm gonna experiment after this stream. Right after this is done, I'm gonna set up over on Whatnot, the first streaming sale thing. God, I feel like shit. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I feel like absolute dog shit. I don't know if it was a good idea to do this stream because I'm now committing to doing a second stream after this stream. I don't know if this is a good idea at all. Feeling sick as fuck right now. Also, I was trying to do this weekend. I think I might try to do this tomorrow. Maybe Wednesday. If I get really fucking crazy, maybe I'll even do it tonight though. I want to do a music reaction stream. I want to do a stream where I listen to your music because I get a lot of people that hit me up that want me to listen to their shit, want me to talk about their shit. I figure we can do a whole react stream where I can share my honest opinion on music and yeah, just kind of chill and vibe out, and you guys can send me stuff to listen to. So I want to do that over on Twitch, I think. So if I get really crazy, I might stream 3 times today. Let's see how crazy I can get. The Bruce Brothers podcast, episode 2, did go down I think last Wednesday I went live and I was wondering if it was going to go down. It did go down. I don't know if it streamed over on Gas Digital. Maybe someone in the chat can help me with that. If y'all saw it over on Gas Digital. Also, go ahead and share out the link to the stream. This one right here that you're watching, if you feel like it. But I have notes. Shit. I have notes from that, so let's go through that, because there were some good clips in there. Is that at the bottom of this? Oh, I guess it is. I think I did. Oh, Bruce Brothers. Here we go. Bruce Brothers episode 2. Here we go. All right, so episode 2 is about the secret, or the power of positive thinking. Wacko the Kid was a guest, along with Jeeves, the manservant Jeeves, running the chat. They did add their 2 cents in a little bit. Wacko probably spoke up about 5-6 times throughout the whole show. Jeeves about the same. Jeeves there to serve a purpose. Wacko was the guest. I think Jeeves was really supposed to be the chat corraller. The Gas Digital chat known to get rather wild, so I'm assuming he was handling both the YouTube and the Gas Digital chat a little bit. Purely speculation, because I don't even know if it was on Gas Digital. But yeah, the Bruce Brothers were there, Violent J and Jump Steady. They promo the gathering, and I think this was low-key. This low-key was a way for people, for them to kind of quiet the people who were complaining about the price increase, saying that they couldn't make it. They want you to implement the power of positive thinking and the secret to getting your ass to the gathering. That's truly what I think is the whole purpose of this stream, was to manifest, for you juggalos out there, to manifest your way to the gathering. But really, you can use the secret or manifest destiny or the power of positive thinking, whatever you want to call it, for anything in your life. But I think they want you to manifest your way to the gathering. Manifest $300 into Ninjas in Action Inc. PayPal, please. The hardest part, let's see. Oh, there's a bunch of talk about the power of positive thinking, aka The Secret. They show clips from this secret documentary several times throughout. Jump said he used to think he had a wish power. He had a superpower to grant his own wishes back in the day. But that was just the secret. The hardest part is you have to truly believe in yourself. You have to truly believe you can accomplish this thing. There has to be no room for doubt. You have to have already done that shit for the secret to work. Now, if you don't know what the secret is, or what we're talking about even, it's basically the idea that if you truly believe in yourself or believe in what you're trying to do in life, you can accomplish that goal. It doesn't mean it's just going to happen to you. You still have to work towards it. But if you truly believe in it, you can will that shit into existence. And I am a believer of that as well. I definitely think if you truly believe in yourself, you can accomplish whatever the fuck you want. But you got to work towards it. That's a big part that people forget. It don't mean, I truly believe this is going to happen. Now let me just sit on my ass and let that shit happen to me. No, you have to work towards it. That's a big part that I think people miss in this whole thing. Jay leaves the stream very early to change his hearing aid battery. And they take a clip from the documentary, again, this time with Jim Carrey talking about The Secret and the power of positive thinking. They take a slightly longer break from the clip to wait for Jay to come back. And when they come back, they talk about negative thinking and how it perpetuates into a loop, how this is a two-way street. And if you focus too much on negative thinking, it will amplify that. That's why you really can't be around negative people. They talk about karmic vampires, people who only talk about bad things in their life, and they bring your energy down. Jay talks about Michael Jackson in The Secret a little bit. Another clip from the documentary of Steve Harvey talking about The Secret. They talk about meditating, changing the way that you think, using meditating to change the way that you think, because a lot of it is the trap of negative thinking, being stuck in that loop of constant negative thinking. You have to break that cycle. How they wanted to be wrestlers when they were kids first before they wanted to be rappers, and how that dream still came around and manifested itself for them. Weeding out people in your life who are negative and try to bring you down. They were saying haters. The subject of haters could be its own show even, which I kind of hope they do a whole show on haters. They talk about as above, so below, as within, so without. You have to have a healthy mental state. You have to be healthy within to be wealthy on the outside. To be physically wealthy, you have to be mentally healthy. Now, there's this really good clip about forgiveness. Damn, I didn't even put the link in here. Hold on, guys. I got to find it. Let me find this. There's this really good clip about forgiveness in here. I wanted to play it for y'all. I have to go find it real quick, though. God, I feel really... I went home early from work, y'all, and I took a nap, and I thought I was feeling way better after my nap. Emily made me a sandwich when I got up from my nap. Shouts out to Emily. She's in the kitchen right now. And I felt great. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this stream and get that out of the way because I still have a lot of shit I want to talk about. But you know what happened, guys? I'm feeling sick as fuck now. I'm feeling real sick right now. All right. Let me find this clip for you. Now, the audio should be a lot better on these clips these clip gimmicks I'm about to be doing here. Gotta get my little headphones on so I can hear it with you guys. All right. All right. All right. Yeah, Jay and Jump have a bit of a disagreement when it comes to forgiveness. All right, let's see. Here we go. Oh, that's way too big. All right, let's see how this works.
Another way to bring more positive thoughts and positive energy in your life, and I know some of y'all on this panel might not agree with me, but it's forgiveness.
Hey, what up, Kosuke?
Forgiving people. Like when you hold and
sick,
harbor
dog.
hate for somebody in your heart and in your mind, you're manifesting that hate back onto yourself. The only one you're hurting is you.
I don't buy that.
Okay, I know you don't. But listen, if you're focused on hating somebody, angry
That's the ticket, though, Robbie, if you're focused on it.
Right.
That's the mistake.
Right. Okay, focusing on that. Like, oh, I hate that person so bad, right? And it comes back to the hater shit, too. I hate that person so bad. You're manifesting that hate back into you, onto you, because that's what you're focused on. That's what you're thinking about. That's what you're visualizing. And the sad thing about it is the person that you're hating, they don't feel that fucking hate. Well, they're not. It's not like you're hurting them, projecting some kind of mental.
You're hurting
dark.
yourself. Everything you put out.
You're hurting yourself. It's all reflecting back like a dark hole.
That's the point of this whole
to make
thing.
you feel negative, to make you feel bad, to make
Explain
you feel
this,
sad.
though. We both hated our real dad.
Yeah,
But we never had no long-ass conversations about how much we hated
Not
him.
anymore.
We never focused on it.
I did focus on it for years. I focused on it, but
This is an interesting conversation because they share a similar philosophy, but there's also There's some parts of the philosophy that clearly doesn't overlap.
I never did.
Not anymore.
I think it depends on who you are.
Because I forgave, you know, it's like I realized at some point that when you hate on people, like Wacko was saying, you're just hurting yourself, man. It's like the only person that you're making miserable is you.
I don't buy that. No, because it's just not the way I work, Rob. There has to be. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie.
Right? No, I got you.
I'm being honest about how I feel. When I hate somebody, and I only hate like 3 people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when I hate
I gotta
somebody,
get out of here.
for some reason, I remember Mom used to say that all the time, Rob.
Yeah.
Exactly what you're saying.
There we go.
You know what I mean? It's bad energy. You're just hurting yourself by hating somebody. But that's not the way I operate. You know what I'm saying? Okay, like when I look at our real dad, my hatred for him provided me with karma. Because I didn't want to be nothing like him. And I got karma every time I realized how different I am from him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a bomb-ass dad. That gave me karma. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird. Like when he tried to come back in our lives, right? We both told him to fuck off. That felt good to me.
Here's what I'm talking about, Joe. Like, all right, I don't want to debate.
Because there's levels to this shit, I guess. You know, like, clearly neither of them wanted to forgive their father for the awful things that he did to them when they were little and abandoning them and all of that. There's clearly levels to this shit. And even Jump Steady, you can see, even him being the one who wants to say, you should be able to forgive everybody. He's like, yeah, fuck, I guess you're right. Like, we didn't forgive our father. But, like, we definitely didn't allow him back.
On this, but, like, let's say somebody owes you $3,000, right? And, man, you think about that all the fucking time. Like, you bring it up in conversation, your friends are tired of hearing about it. Man, that motherfucker, he owes me $3,000, and it's been, like, 10 years. That motherfucker's been owing you $3,000. Do you think he's fucking stressing you about that $3,000? You're stressing your fucking self out.
I get it.
By wanting that $3,000.
Yes.
You're mad you never got the $3,000, and it's causing your blood pressure to rise.
But every circumstance, all I'm trying to say
You
is
gotta let it go, is what I'm saying. You gotta forgive. Just let it go. It doesn't matter. That $3,000 in the grand scheme of your life does not matter for you to harbor that, to dwell on that, to bring unhappiness into your life, to fuck your secret up.
okay, if I thought that was true, Rob, I would have let it go, the people I hate.
Yeah.
But I don't feel that. I don't even think about them ever. Ever. Unless somebody else brings them up.
You know, and that's something that's...
And obviously we're talking about Twisted at this point, because I think Jay even says Jay says there's only 3 people on this planet that I hate. I think he says here in a second.
really different.
If he didn't
about
say it
you,
already.
because you almost get like an energy from like being angry at people, right? It's like think of it as like a berserker, right? A berserker in D&D or whatever. A berserker, when they get hurt or take damage, they get stronger. Like somehow
He said it already.
In your way of your thought process, it's almost like you get strength from people that did you bad, right? You get strength for it.
Yeah.
It motivates you to be better.
Because I believe in things.
and like,
It's
yeah.
still
Those 3 people have to be Twisted and his father, right? Yep, Jamie, Paul, and his dad.
my beliefs to not be like that.
Right.
Like I don't want to be anything like that. So I don't dwell on it though. I swear to God on everything. I've never sat alone and dwelled on shit people I hate. You know what I'm saying? It's never I'm sitting there just steam shooting out of my ears. It doesn't work like that. I don't work like that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Well, I mean, so you're both actually like saying the same thing though, right?
Yeah.
Because like even though you have the ability to hate somebody, you never think about them. So you're never like doing the secret thing of putting that thought out there. You know what I mean? Like by just I hate them.
You can
but
not
that's the
like
end of
someone
it.
and
They
also
don't
not
actually
dwell
put in
on
that
them.
energy.
No, because I'm
This
also-
jackass owes me $3,000.
I'm also a go-getter in every aspect of my life. So if I hated somebody and it was tearing me apart, I would go get them. I would do something about it.
That
I
part.
know myself. You know what I'm saying? And I would go get that $3,000 back, Rob. You know what I'm saying? If it was eating me alive like that, I know myself. But I get what you're saying, and I understand that's how it works on most occasions.
Yeah.
I switched from due dates to due dates, and it made me go from weeks
Sweet.
behind to weeks ahead of my deadline.
You can't sit there and nod in agreement when I find myself feeling different about that. You know what I mean?
I just let it go, man, because for me, like, people aren't worth it. You know what I mean?
They're
People
saying
that
the
did
same
you
thing.
wrong in some way or whatever.
Jay is essentially saying he's let it go. He's not saying forgiveness, though. Forgiveness is a different... letting it go and forgiveness are really kind of two different things. You can let it go. It doesn't necessarily you forgave shit. You can let something go and you didn't work through a goddamn thing, you know? Like, those are kind of two different things.
As long as they're not continually
tried to skip
hurting
that
me,
bit.
you know, or my loved ones, I just let it fucking go. I don't give a fuck to spend time thinking about them. You know, it was like our dad recently, a couple years back, tried to come back into our life, and to me, I already kind of like forgotten about him. He's almost like a faded ghost or something, like, you know what I mean? Like,
He's
he
already
doesn't
dead to
really
y'all.
exist. He isn't anybody I know or think about or care about. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know him.
Right.
So why would I want to get into his life? It's like he's already gone, erased
Right.
out of my life. You know what I mean? But at one time I was mad. Like, I was, you know, when we were younger, we were.
I mean, if we were mad, we would have said, "Yeah, we'll meet up with you," and then kicked his ass.
right. That's what I'm saying. Like, back when we were younger, we were like, because I remember at one time.
But Jay was also mad enough to make that song, the Fuck My Dad song. And that had to have been a situation where, I mean, that song had to have come about because his dad came around again. That had to have been around the same time.
Our uncle
that
was
shit-
like, yeah, he was
that
thinking about
motherfucker
coming
came
to the
back.
show. And we were like, look, you tell him if he
tried to
comes
come
to the
back.
show, it's beat down on sight. You know what I'm saying? So let him know that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right.
see, that's not forgiveness. If you didn't forgive your father, if it's a beat down on sight, you know what I mean? That's not forgiveness. You might have forgotten about him, and you don't want to. You've pushed him away. You've turned him into a ghost in your mind. But if he still came to the show, it would be a beat down on sight. So that's not
All right,
forgiveness.
now listen. So how do you use the secret? Here's
Anyway,
where we get into
That's the section on forgiveness that I thought was really interesting, and I think spoke volumes because, you know, it is a subject that I've been talking about in a lot of conversations lately. There's been a lot of behind the scenes conversations about forgiveness, and I've had to come to, you know, I've basically had to come to the conclusion that I kind of just have to accept at this point in the position that I'm in that a certain amount of shit talk will be done by every single one of you on me at this point. I kind of just have to accept that and just let it happen. But yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean I'm necessarily always going to be comfortable with that. But I kind of just have to fucking accept that everyone is going to talk some shit about me. Even people who I would call my brother or you know, really close friends and family will end up talking shit about me. It's just something that's going to happen. Sucks. Doesn't mean I have to like it, but I just have to kind of accept it that's just humans gonna human, man. Humans gonna human. But yeah, let's talk some more about this, the secret and whatnot. Let's see, we got the forgiveness chunk out. Only hates 3 people, his dad and Twisted. Jay says he doesn't think about them, only when someone brings them up. There's also that part. Jay's not going around in interviews. People always, you know, I see this criticism all over the Juggalodium online. Jay constantly wants to bring up Twisted any chance he gets. He really doesn't, though. If you notice, it's always an interviewer that brings it up, and Jay very matter-of-factly says, nah, we're done with them, fuck them. He tries not to dwell on it at all. He actually, if anything, he tries to be very matter-of-fact about it and just keep the shit moving. It's fuck them. Yeah. Anyway. It's just like, I don't know what interviews you're watching if you think Jay's just constantly bringing this up. He could have clearly brought them up here, but he didn't. He says them. We all know what he's talking about, but he said them. We all know what 3 people he's talking about when he says he hates 3 people. He's comfortable with talking about his dad in this conversation, but he won't mention who the other 2 are, even though we know who they are. Let's see. Step 1 of the secret. Write it down. in detail. Write down your intention on a piece of paper. Put your order in, as they put it in here. Literally write down what you want. Literally. Like, go do that shit. In detail, like, write what you want. That's step one, because now it exists physically. You've thought about it. You've put it in a place. Shit. If you want to get magical about it, you made your chaos sigil. You just made your chaos sigil by writing it down. You literally made a sigil. You wrote it down. It's now a physical thing. So if you want to look at it magically, you just wrote a sigil down. Now you have to believe. You have to truly believe that you will accomplish it. You have to be to the point where you've already done it. It's not that it's going to happen. You already know, it's going to happen. In fact, it's already happened. You have to be that level of confident about it. That is charging the sigil. That would be charging the sigil with magical intention. Misty, member for 3 months of the Alienated. Shouts out to Misty. Step 3 would be inspired action, working towards your goal. To me, that's the most important part, because without that last part, probably none of it will happen. They really stress the believing part throughout this show. I want to stress the inspired action part. You have to work towards your goal. Otherwise, that shit's not going to happen. They talk a lot about how the journey itself is rewarding. A lot of people will get distracted or frustrated with the journey, when really the journey to your goal is going to be some of the best parts. In fact, it really isn't even about the ultimate goal. Once you get to your goal, you're going to realize it was really about the journey. It sounds corny as fuck. It's not destination, it's the journey, but it's so fucking true. It's so true. So appreciate that journey, because if you don't, you will wish you had later. Step 4 of the secret is to receive this gift. Allow yourself to let this thing happen to you. You have to be open to it. That's another really important part. There has to be no doubt. You have to be open to letting yourself receive this blessing. Because a lot of people aren't open to it. There's a lot of buts, ifs, maybes, stuff like that. You have to be on some I always knew I would do this type shit. Jay starts talking about manifesting a Bigfoot. They start with something small, maybe like a little foot, and then you work your way up to a Bigfoot. They once again mention start with something small, maybe like going to the gathering. Gathering tickets on sale now, juggalogathering.com. Maybe work on something small like that, like buying a ticket to the gathering of the Juggalos and sending money to Ninjas in Action Inc. I don't know, something like that. A lot of times you're your own worst enemy, though. You're the reason that you're not manifesting the things that you want, believe it or not. You don't have full confidence in yourself. You're not ready to accept these blessings. It might sound crazy, but you have to be really open and confident and really believe in that shit. The real meaning of life. I have another clip I want to play, y'all. Let's see. That's 146. Let's see here. Oh, we got another ad. Cool beans. Cool beans. Did you guys do your taxes? I did my taxes. It's a TurboTax ad. Hell yeah. Oh, now what we got? Some athletic wear? A knee guard ad? That's pretty cool. Knee guard sounds like I said something else. That one might get me in trouble. All right.
But I guess the key is to try to be more positive than negative. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And change the way
You remember when we had that discussion, Rob? What is the real meaning of life?
Nice to meet you, Stevie. Steve
that?
Knievel's
Yes.
Funhouse. Nice to
We
meet you.
both talked about it, and we decided the real
to brag.
meaning of life, as best we know it, is to be more of a positive force on this planet
That part.
than anything else. More than a negative force. Bring more smiles to faces than frowns. Bring more happiness than anything else.
We're running that back like a goddamn DJ.
Having done something. I say it all the time.
Something new, something you've never done before.
Even if you won an Olympic gold medal, and now you've got that gold medal, you've got the ribbon and the gold medal, and you have it, you can show it off. You know what I mean?
Ooh, I went ahead, didn't I?
More than a negative force. We both talked about it, and we decided the real meaning of life, as best we know it, is to be more of a positive force on this planet than anything else. More than a negative force. Bring more smiles to faces than frowns. Bring more happiness than anything else, than anger or any type of emotion. We all stir emotions in each other. Be more of a helpful factor on this planet than you are of any other type of factor. That's all we can try to be in this life. And that doing that itself is a step in the right direction towards the secret. The secrets are masters of doing that.
The other thing is, I remember that conversation as well, is to have as many experiences as you can.
That's right.
In life. As many new experiences, things you want to do, things
So much
You
wisdom.
may think everything in your man cave or all the possessions you acquired and everything is
So much wisdom right here, you guys.
the key to life. Having things. Man, there is nothing more priceless than an experience.
Yeah.
Having done something. I say it all the time.
Something new, something you've never done before.
Like going to the gathering of the Juggalos. Tickets available now at juggalogathering.com.
Even if you won an Olympic gold medal, and now you've got that gold medal, you've got the ribbon and the gold medal, and you have it, you can show it off. You know what I mean? That gold medal is nothing compared to the experience of actually winning it.
Period.
You know, and I don't care if they shot that motherfucking shit on 4K 35 cameras in every direction, bubble lens and everything.
Wait, what?
Nothing, no matter how well they filmed it in surround sound and everything, no experience will ever relive the experience of
Going to the gathering of the Juggalos 2025. Tickets available now. Juggalogathering.com.
actually going there and winning that medal. You know what I'm saying? And anything you drive, any kind of bomb-ass clothing you got, any jewelry you got, none of that is.
By the way, I want to talk real quick. I love this set. Everything about this set is really cool. This is in Violent J's basement, if y'all didn't know. Love the butterflies, love the polka dots, love homie with the GCW chain and the old school Violent J hat. But there's one thing about this set I really don't like. I really don't like. And it sticks out like a sore thumb to me every time. And that, my friends, is this. Right there. You see it? That's saxophone right there. That saxophone drives me crazy. Look at it. Just sitting there looking like a saxophone. Ugh. Fucking saxophones. Saxophones in the chat. If you like sax, I guess. Is saxophone an emoji? It's got to be an emoji, right? Yeah, do the sax in the chat. Heavy sax in the chat, please.
Worth more than the experience of acquiring it and achieving those things that
That's
you
an
want.
inside
You know?
joke for the HABS.
Have as many
programs,
experiences as you can in your life, man, because those will be memories and stories you get to tell for the rest of your life, man. And anything else, just something you can
Shit,
see
is that
and
Hogan?
touch, and you can't
I
take
think that
it
is
with you.
Hogan.
When you die, it's gone.
That's a weird
and
looking
you realize
Hulk
it
Hogan.
wasn't even with you to begin with. But the one thing we assume you can take with you to the other side is the experiences and having lived them.
Like going to the gathering of the Juggalos 2025. Tickets available now at juggalogathering.com. Let's see. Yeah, man, trying to bring more smiles to faces than frowns. Being a more helpful factor on this planet than a hurtful factor. I think that's To me, that's real jug shit. I'll be honest. To me, that's real jug shit. Bulk Brogan. Yeah, that's some bootleg Hulk Hogan shit for sure. Anyway, that's about it for that Bruce Brothers podcast episode 2. I did like episode 2 a lot better because this was a new subject. It really felt like episode 1 was a rerun, like they almost read the same script and everything. They certainly showed some of the same videos and shit as the first version that they did of the End of the World one. So this was a much needed improvement, doing a fresh subject. Hopefully they do more fresh subjects like this every time. They did talk a little bit at the end about Rudy Mazzio, Rudy number 2, how he manifested his dream of working for Psychopathic. It's not really a clip worth playing or anything. That was about it for that episode. Now, let's see. I talked a bit about Kanye being in a black KKK outfit for that academics interview. Still haven't watched that interview. Too disturbed by how his voice is very shaky. What's this all gonna come down to, though? I don't know if I talked about this on here. What's the dark ending for this? Because I can't see at this point. I can't see this having an uplifting ending for Kanye West. So what's gonna happen here? I feel like there's a very dark ending to all of this, and it's not gonna get good. It's gonna get bad. Yeah, he's really, I mean, it's redundant at this point to say it, but that Kanye West is really losing his mind. Necro, everyone's favorite horrorcore rapper, Necro, is selling verses for $5K. So if you're trying to cop yourself a Necro verse, he is openly selling verses for $5K. $5,000 will get you an exclusive Necro verse that you will own the rights to. He also has announced that he is dropping a new album to hold the fans over until Death Rap 2 comes out. Now, Necro has been doing a lot of Patreon videos lately. He recently did one about his relationship with Cage. I think he uploaded the first 12 minutes talking about Cage on his YouTube. I want to go see that full fucking shit because his relationship with Cage is fascinating to me. Huge Cage mark if you didn't know. Eminem, everyone's favorite mainstream pseudo kinda sorta horrorcore rapper. Eminem is a granddad. Grandpappy Eminem. Haley had a baby. Isn't that crazy? I don't know if there's a picture. Yeah, there we go. There's a picture of the baby. His name is Elliot Marshall. So Eminem's a granddad. There's Haley's belly being kissed. That kind of disturbed me. All right, we're getting out of there. Now, so yeah, congrats to Eminem. Will Eminem and ICP collab for the 6 Jokers card? Purely speculation. Dylon. Y'all remember Dylon from Making the Band? Dylon, and Dylon. Dylon got arrested. Yesterday or something, for slapping a coworker. He bitch smacked a coworker across the face. Yeah, I don't know what it was over, but apparently they saw him on closed circuit on security cam smacking his coworker, and yeah, Dylon out there slapping people at his day job. I'm sure everyone out there was really curious what Dylon was up to. Now, South Park will be making a return July 9th, season 27, coming July 9th. Nirvana the Band, the show, the movie? Now, if you guys don't know what the fuck Nirvana the Band, the show is, do yourselves a favor and seek it out either through pirate ship type ways, or I think it's on the Internet Archive. If you do a little bit of digging, you can find Nirvana the Band, the show. That's Nirvana with 2 N's. Nirvana, well, 3 N's, I guess. Nirvana the Band, the show. The movie is apparently a thing. It was picked up by Neon. So Neon's going to be making Nirvana the Band, the show, the movie. Puya! Juffin' hard with a new single. Don't know why. Don't know why he's even doing it. Let's hear some of this trash. I haven't even heard this. Yeah, Juffin'. Sounds like. What is it? Our culture isn't a costume? Is that? Is there even a clip? Or is he just sitting on the ground? Oh, it's gross. It's just like sad boy Puya. Who gives a fuck? So this is Puya. If you guys don't know who Puya is, he was booked to play The Gathering with his homie Fat Nick a couple years ago. He said he had COVID and that he couldn't come out to play the show. Even though Nick played the show, even though he was playing shows the day before. They were on tour. They were playing shows the day before. He went right back to the tour and kept playing shows right the fuck after The Gathering. I guess he had a really rare 1-2 day version of COVID, let's just say, if you guys want to buy that. And he wasn't a complete pussy who didn't want to go out and possibly get shit thrown at him by the Juggalos. But his boy Fat Nick, I'll give him credit, came out and performed. One of my favorite parts of The Gathering that year was Fat Nick dedicating a portion of his set to Lil Peep and seeing Juggalos sing Lil Peep. That was dope as fuck to me. I wish Lil Peep had an opportunity to play The Gathering of the Juggalos. But I do think it's rather hilarious that Puya want to put on the clown paint and juff it out for a single. Grey Day 2025 lineup dropped. Kind of mid. Talking with Kosuke about this, it seems like they've downgraded with a lot of the venues as well. At least the Boston one. Suicideboys, Bones, Night Lavelle, Germ, Cheddar, and Joey. If you notice, a lot of the lineup is right from their record label this year. So not going too much outside of the crew. I think I don't know who Joey is, but Bones and Joey, I think maybe the only ones outside of G59. Joey might even be on G59 for what I understand, for all I know. But yeah, not really going too far out of the box or out of the G59 camp this year. Now, the thing that I was looking at with these dates, let me see if I can make it bigger for y'all. Whenever a tour date gets announced, or tour dates gets announced for something like this, I'm looking around The Gathering time, right? And so if we go, let's see. Yeah, if you look right there, we got August 13th, and then 14th and 15th are days off. So that could be... Oh, just the 14th is off, actually. Yeah, the 15th as Somerset. So the 14th is off. So there's a 1 day off in between Indiana and Wisconsin. That could be The Gathering of the Juggalos. That's what, the Thursday? Let's see. I think that's the Thursday, right? Yeah, the 14th is the Thursday. So could Suicideboys go on right before the Clowns? Thursday night, Gathering of the Juggalos. Could that be a possibility? I don't know. Purely speculation at this point. But the day is open for the 14th. They could very easily do that. I would be down for that. I would be down even more if they get the whole tour package and we get Bones up on that shit. Night Lavelle on that shit. Don't Ouija got a song with Night Lavelle? Am I crazy, or does Ouija got a song with Night Lavelle? Why do I feel like that's a thing? Why do I feel like Ouija has a song with Night Lavelle? I think he does. Anyway, Ouija got a song with fucking Suicideboys. Anyway. I have a clip here I haven't watched of Tech9 saying he didn't get his influence.
Yeah. With Ebro and Paul, Peter Rosenberg. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I was just talking about how excited I was about the shit that was going on at The Gathering. You niggas sound like, nigga, they like, and then they got on there like, we don't know anything about a
drug bridge or a raw dog tent. I'm like, so I'm lying, man? Why would I talk down on people to help me? You know what I'm saying? So if the makers of the Juggalos have a problem, that means the whole Juggalo family have a problem.
All right, this is a long clip, so we're going to have to go. Tech likes to rap fast anyway, so let's just speed it up for Tech, you know what I mean?
Problem. So motherfuckers sending me death threats and shit, and I'm like,
That's serious.
because they love me.
That's right.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to
Doing that.
Hell no.
You it's kind of like you spoke your truth, but it wrong. When I researched it, wrong.
I didn't know that it was a. I didn't know that it was a crime for me to tell the world what goes on this private property. I didn't know. I'm like, nigga, we went there the first year and they had drug bridge and they had bitches in the raw dog tent.
You was excited.
They thought I was talking down. Nigga, we had fun. We didn't go in the raw dog tent because we don't raw dog bitches. You know what I'm saying? We didn't go in drug bridge because we didn't do, well, I did some drugs. not them kind of drugs. You know what I'm saying? I never did no heroin, no coke, and nothing like that. It was ecstasy or shrooms, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I was just talking about it like it's the craziest party and the dopest shit I've ever seen, but I guess I didn't say enough for my
This interview is from like a week or two
because
ago.
they came in 2003 on Tech N9ne when I went on that first tour with ICP. You know what I mean? And a lot of them took me as their own.
Yeah.
And I love them for that because it added to my
12
fan
days
base.
ago.
You know what I mean? Tech N9ne started in the hood. You know what I mean? With the new breed, with Black Wall.
Black Wall, I know, yeah.
He produced it. That's in the hood. That's 55th Street, my
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah.
In the basement with DJ Bop. You know what I'm saying? So that's a blood nigga from 37th Street. When I say that it started with the gangsters, you know what I mean? And then the college kids in the suburbs and, you know, the kids in the suburbs and then the metalheads and everybody that started getting a whiff of me being diverse, you know what I mean? And then in 2003, after I went on a tour with Jay-Z, NERD and Nappy Roots and Hoobastank and 311 in 2002 on the Sprite Liquid Mix tour, I was killing shit on that tour, you know what I'm saying? And then in 2003, I went on, the ICP invited me on their tour with Bone Thugs and Harmony and Cottonmouth Kings and them and Esham and all the people, you know what I mean? So they had to see that I was making noise in order to say, okay, how much we got to pay to get Tech N9ne on this tour? You know what I mean? And whatever they paid, it was right. We learned a lot on that goddamn tour with merchandise and how they move. We've never seen a show like ICP.
Okay. Well, that's the kind of stuff I want to hear because that's clearly, I mean, clearly he learned a lot about their setup from watching how they move.
You know what I mean? I guess I didn't say a lot of that on the night, you know, Hot 97 with Ebro and Paul, you know, Peter Rosberg.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was just talking about how excited I was about the shit that was going on at the gathering. You niggas sound like, nigga, you bitches. They like, and then they got on there like, we don't know anything about.
Well, yeah, he also always just says it's No Limit. They took their playbook from, and he doesn't mention side.
Drug bridge or a raw dog tent. I'm like, so I'm lying, man. Why would I talk down on people to help me? You know what I'm saying? So if the makers of the Juggalos have a problem, that means the whole Juggalo family have a problem. So motherfuckers sending me death threats and shit, and I'm like,
it got that serious.
yeah. Because they love me.
That's right.
So if Violent J say, Tech N9ne didn't say, he didn't give us enough love on the that's all he had to say. He didn't say nothing bad.
Right.
He didn't show us enough love when they asked him about the Juggalo.
Oh, he was on it. He was on it. He's on it.
You know, I don't regret anything I said because what I say is fact. And I never talk down on anybody or any crew or anybody that ever helped me. I don't talk down on motherfuckers. I don't talk down on motherfuckers, period.
Yeah.
But they felt like it wasn't a proper representation of their gathering of the Juggalos, and I get that. I didn't know.
Right.
That shit was supposed to be on the under.
Yeah.
And maybe they know. Maybe they don't know about Drug Bridge and fucking Raw Dog Tent because they weren't out there. Well, I used to see them out there in the crowd, you know what I'm saying, every once in a while, you know what I'm saying? But maybe they missed it. You know what I'm saying?
Not saying you sign something
They just don't want to talk about it because it's bad PR, Tech N9ne. That's why.
when you got there, so you know that, okay, I shouldn't be talking about this.
No. It was nothing like that.
And here he is still talking about
I'm
it.
talking about a party I've never seen. Nothing like.
Okay,
I've been to fucking.
I mean, come on. Everyone knows that there's fights at the gathering. Everyone knows that there's drugs at the gathering. But he doesn't understand that they were upset because he's going around and it's just bad. He's just talking about the bad PR. To them, that's just bad PR. They don't want that to be the first thing that is said about the gathering. That there's drugs and fights there.
All my years of my drug days, this shit is something. This is otherworldly, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I didn't say enough on there. But Ebro and them, they don't know my music like that. So they kept comparing what I do to ICP. I'm like, nigga, don't do that.
Well, Tech, there's a reason why, dog. you have to understand there's a large portion of the mainstream rap community, the rap community of the music loving community that sees you as just another Juggalo rapper. I mean, I'm sure he hates that. That's why he pushes against it so much, because he hates that. And you should just accept that, bro. Like, it's not that big of a deal if some people see you as a Juggalo rapper. See, that's that thing, though. It's been around for fucking over 20 years, 30 years. Some of these keep it real hip hop types do not want to have the label Juggalo on them. To them, that is a dirty, dirty word in hip hop circles and shit.
That's what I wanted to say. I'm like, no, they showed me some shit, but nigga, I'm an artist.
Right.
Yeah, see?
I can rap like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows it. All the big motherfuckers that really rap, from Jay-Z to J. Cole and Eminem and Kendrick and Wayne and T.I., they all know this.
They feel like the term Juggalo is a downgrade, even though it's not. But to them, it is.
Nigga, crazy. 2 Chainz, when he see me, he said, "What's up, rapping ass nigga?" No, he said, "What's up, good rapping ass nigga?" That's what he said every time he see me.
I want to say this, man. Maybe it's because they don't know about 55th. Is it 55th?
I had to
They
tell.
don't know. They don't.
Well,
but if they don't know, they ain't gonna understand,
baby.
because they don't know. They should have did their research.
That's what I'm saying.
I get you.
They don't know.
I get it.
They don't know about my story before 2000.
You gotta go get heavy cream and eggs. Okay. Kissy kiss.
That's what exactly.
And some of the Juggalos said, "Shit, I was on your shit on Angelic 2001. I didn't fucking know." You know what I'm saying? We started seeing.
Pork chops in it or pasta?
Oh. What's gonna be lighter on my tummy?
Well, maybe pork chops, because I was gonna do like pork chops, green beans, and rice.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
That might be lightest on my tummy.
What?
Kisses. All right.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye, Nita.
Oh, Steven just being my little buddy.
I love you.
You want to say hi to the
Hatchet,
nice people real quick?
Logo
Hey,
at our
Tech
shows, maybe in 2002. You know what I'm saying? We were on the
Oh,
phone,
don't
like,
let
people were asking me, "Is that you on this shirt?" Because wild hair. I said, "No, that ain't me. That ain't none of our shit. I don't know what that is." So in Lawrence, Kansas, we've seen it on that whole tour. They would always be the Hatchet Man wearers. They would be, which are the Juggalos. They would be the first in line,
baby.
at the front of the venue, sitting on the floor, waiting like 2 o'clock in the day. You know what I'm saying? And the doors don't open till 6 and 7. They
Change
right
your
there.
mind
You know what I'm
again.
saying? Yeah. So toward the end of the tour, Lawrence, Kansas.
Love you, baby.
I finally wanted to, because everybody asked me, "Is that you on that shirt?" The whole tour. I'm like, "It's not me. I don't know what it is." So I got out the van when we made it to Lawrence. I said, "Hey man, what is that?" They said, "It's Hatchet gear." I said, "What the fuck is that?" He's like, "Oh, we're Juggalos." I said, "What the fuck is that?" They're like, "We're ICP fans." Holy shit, I know ICP. I had to find out from the fans in Lawrence. You know what I'm saying? In 2002.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk.
I find it hard to believe he found out what Juggalos were in 2002, though, man. I mean, his shit was being posted about on fucking horrorcore.com and shit, like pretty heavily around 99, 2000, definitely, right? When did Angelic come out? 2000? I don't know. Juggalos right out the gate were fucking with Angelic, though. Like, I don't know, man. There's some stuff in there that, like, I'm happy to see Tech say, but then there's some same old type of shit from Tech9 in there as well. Oh shit. Well, I had this funny post of Isham complaining about bootlegs, but that's gone. I'll save this for the music listening stream. It's a little sample of what the music listening stream might be like here, though. I'll play you guys.
Rise, bitch. Guess a little schizo. Panic at the disco. Running with the sick flow. People be sleeping, I'll be creeping in the dark. Open up the gate, there's a circus in the park. Step right up if you want a little fame. Play my fucking game. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Sick and twisted, let's get loony. Wow. Throw you off for the merry-go-round. Make that booty go boom, boom, pow. Locked and loaded, daddy exploded. Throat be goated, now I feel bloated. Shit. Who called the motherfucking cops? Probably was that motherfucking bitch-ass bow. Wrong, snitch. Better call a past ya. Pray I don't catch ya. I'm your ringmaster. Hi, bitch. You all remember me? Putting on a shit show, starring Tara B. Do you know that circus means circle? Got a little hurtful. Please take it personal.
Just keeps going, too.
Yes.
All right. So there's a sneak peek of what probably the listening, the long stream will end up being like. So yeah, if you want me to react to your music or no sell your music like I just did that, send that shit in. We're gonna do a react stream over on Twitch at some point. Maybe even tonight if I feel up to it. All right, let's go into the stack because I think we got to talk about some stuff in the stack now. So let's get into there. Oh, my single Gonzo. Oh, look at that. Get that out of there. My single Gonzo, produced by Devereaux, is out now. My single Parasocial, produced by Devereaux, is out now. Go give those a spin. Let's talk about this Zuul shit, though. If you didn't see the video I made 2 days ago, well, I think I made the shit on Saturday. So Zuul is on tour. Zuul is on tour. They made a couple of posts a couple weeks back saying that some show dates got canceled. This one, you know, see, this one is just like something about God doesn't want you here. So some light protesting, maybe someone sent an angry email, a Karen sent an angry email to the club. Then they did this post, let's see, where they really with flowery ass language. And I think once you read the post, it's hard to like think that this shit is real. But I think combined with this first one and then 2 days later, them canceling another show, because, you know, the posts might be fake, but the cancellations are real. They were real shows that they canceled. Now, I saw some people questioning the validity of all of this, and I decided to take this picture that they used, and I reverse image searched with it, and I ended up finding a hit to allme.com, and it was linked to NFL draft protests from 2019. So definitely not legit at all, kind of goofy. They could have been protesting anything. They were protesting the NFL draft. There was no one there protesting Zuul. I truly don't believe that there was anyone there protesting Zuul. What I should have probably mentioned in that video, though, is the possibility of something other than low ticket sales causing these cancellations. Another high probability. And someone in my comments mentioned this, and I was like, yeah, I probably should have put that in the video. Another very high probability of the reason that show could have, well, both shows could have gotten canceled is shitty promoters. There's plenty of shitty promoters in the underground, so there could have been some bad business going on that could have just as easily gotten those shows shut down. I did mention the Mikey Clark produced Zuul album that's coming out on Magic Ninja. I do think that is being used as some sort of weird pawn in a one-sided chess game, like I said in the video. Now, it might not be Zuul's choice to let that album be used that way, but they could have really submitted any old album to Magic Ninja. They didn't have to submit the Mikey Clark album, and maybe that's why it's been taking so long. Maybe they were trying to get out of that, maybe get out of submitting the Mikey Clark album as a chess piece in this weird one-sided war. Because to me, using that and the timing of that, with Jay talking about working with Mikey Clark, the ICP talking about working with Mikey Clark again for the 6th, them dropping another album with Mikey Clark right before, literally this is going to drop right before the 6th, if it truly does drop at the Gathering, that's just allowing your music to be used as a weird chess piece, and that's kind of corny to me. I don't know. Just my opinion. For what, all that?
No, for the eggs.
10 for the eggs?
They were $7.99.
Should have just gone to Lee size.
No, because Lee size they're 11 again.
They're going up that fast?
Yeah.
That sucks.
What are you
Egg
doing,
prices up
Pappy?
again.
You sitting with your daddy? That's so fucking.
Steven turned into Preston. That was some shit. Right in front of my eyes.
That's so cute.
Let's see. Let's talk about this Faygo stuff, I guess, next. So 2 new flavors of Faygo. I haven't tried them yet, but Bubble Pop apparently tastes like bubble gum. Or bubblegum. What did Shaggy say? Bubblegum flavored toothpaste. It tastes like bubblegum flavored toothpaste is what Shaggy Two-Dope said. And Super Pop tastes like Superman ice cream, which I didn't even know was a thing until the last HABS that we did. Superman ice cream is, I guess, more of a regional thing. Now, I want to talk about this whole Faygo acknowledging Violent J and I guess the Insane Clown Posse as well. So on, I think this was Saturday that this went down, Faygo did a pop-up shop called House of Faygo, kind of like a little pop-up shop gimmick to promote their new flavors. And Wacko made a post about this, how they were out there. And I guess that's Faygo's presidents there. Those other two goofy guys sitting, not Wacko. Those the other two goofy guys that are on each side of Jay's throne there. I think that's the presidents of Faygo there. Posing for a picture with one of the members of Insane Clown Posse. That's fucking wild. DJ Clay went there too, Strange Suspicion said. Shouts out to Strange Suspicion in the chat. Sarah posted a picture of him there. We'll get to that here in a second. But the craziest part about all of this to me, y'all, let me just pull this up real quick too, is Faygo shared in their stories video and tagged Violent J and Sarah in their actual fucking Instagram stories. Check this out. Try this. Whoa. That's weird. Trying a new setup here, so pardon me. Alright, so there's... Give me a kiss. She got impatient. Love you, baby. So there's Violent J and Sarah being shared in the stories of Faygo. That's a big deal that they're actually being acknowledged by Faygo, because for years they would never even acknowledge them. They would always what's the line? Faygo is a family beverage, not to be thrown on audience. It's only supposed to be used for consumption. This, I think, is a huge fucking deal. This is a huge deal, bro. Yeah. This is a fucking big deal. Faygo actually acknowledging on their social media. I mean, they've kind of acknowledged a couple of Juggalos on their social media. They do like a Faygo fan of the month type of gimmick. There's been a couple of Juggalos that have shown up on that. Big fucking deal, though. Really, really kind of a big... What could this mean? I know one of the clips in the Bruce Brothers podcast that I didn't play for y'all is Violent J talking about the gathering of the Juggalos and how Jump Steady's selling it as the biggest, longest running independent rap festival of all time. And they talk about Rock the Bells and Jump Steady stresses not sponsored, and Violent J very clearly looks in the cam and starts to say that we're not looking for sponsors. What about this, y'all? Why? I don't understand why this isn't a thing. Why? What if Faygo is a sponsor for the gathering of the Juggalos? Really? I mean, that should be a thing. If there's gonna be a sponsor for the gathering of the Juggalos, trust me, I like it being not sponsored, but if they are legit looking for a sponsor, why not have it be Faygo? Now, here's the other thing. I remember seeing a Reddit post. I was trying to find it for this show. I couldn't find it. But I saw a Reddit post that someone had done the math. And essentially it was like, if ICP had invested money into Faygo stock since like 99, I think was when the starting point was. If they had invested money every year in Faygo stock, they would have, by now they would be the majority shareholders. That's something really to think about, because probably they should have been investing in Faygo stock, because honestly, they should be shareholders of some kind at this point in that company, because I don't know if that company would be anywhere near where it's at if it wasn't for ICP's constant endorsement of that product. Let's see. I did talk a few episodes back about how Bam Margera wasn't in the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 remaster. Tony Hawk did reach out to Bam and made sure he knew that he was going to be included in shit. So that's cool. They aren't trying to erase Bam Margera from video game history. People are freaking out over this Switch 2 gimmick. Lots of talk about how tariffs might affect it. $80 for a Switch 2 game. The pre-order on that shit. Curious about the Switch 2. I will wait for that price to drop, because I am broke boy who don't have time to play video games in the first place, so I cannot justify buying a Switch 2. Oh, y'all know about these, huh? Someone just mentioned the seahorse. Yeah, these are this is great. I fucking love this thing. Shouts out to Carissa, who introduced me to the seahorse at Lost Lands. Best digital dab tool, hands down. Pretty much that's the only way I dab, actually, is using that seahorse. All right, Steven. Stop that. All right. The feds did pick up Adam 22, and now he is making videos begging for money, saying that No Jumper is broke. So, yeah, downfall of Adam 22 and No Jumper has commenced. Definitely feels like Adam 22 snitched. That boy went in and came out real fast, huh? Wonder what's up with that. He went in and then came out real fast, huh? Joe from Impractical Jokers checks himself into treatment. Thank you for knocking all that over, Steven. I really appreciate you. Oh, and continually, thank you for keep on knocking stuff over. That's really cool. Thank you, Steven. Really appreciate that. Yeah, keep knocking stuff over. Yeah, don't go away. Don't leave. Get out of here. Go. No, for real. No, really go. Well, come up here or something. This fucking cat. You do not give a fuck, Steven. You're just gonna knock all that shit over and just keep doing it, huh? Go. Stop knocking stuff over. Bad cat. Dude, are you serious? Stop it. She's just rubbing on everything on this table, knocking it over. Granted, I should clean the fucking table, but... All right, Steven, you knocked the books over like 3 times. You want to do it again? This cat will be the death of me, I swear. Joe Gatto from Impractical Jokers checked himself into treatment. 5 women have come forward. Murr from Impractical Jokers has also had some people coming forward on some more of the grooming tip. I saw one video talking about one of the allegations being from, I think it was like 2012, when this female was about 17 years old, and they did the math, and it turns out his wife, Murr's current wife, would have been about the same age in 2012. Not saying he was up to that kind of behavior and that's how he met his wife, but a little suspicious. So 2 out of 4, half of the Impractical Jokers are kind of done. Please, for the love of God, don't let Sal and Q be dirty in all of this. Please don't let my Sal and Q be dirty as in this, because I don't know if I can take it if Q and Sal are up to some shit. It does seem that maybe Sal, at the very least, knew about some of Murr's, I don't know, activities, proclivities. I don't know how you want to say it. Does seem like that Sal maybe knew a little bit about it. Let's talk about this Death Pact thing. So Death Pact is what we thought was a group of DJs, right?
What?
Death Pact.
So,
and it turns out
they are still assumed
to be a group of DJs. This gets complicated.
There are theories that it's actually one person playing a ruse. He's playing trickery in games.
Pretending like he is all of these.
He doesn't have many collaborations. The only person he has, or they have a known collaboration with, really that's big, is Rez. And after everything came out, Rez was like, I am not part of Death Pact. I have nothing to do with this shit, because everyone was assuming that Rez was part
he
of
was,
Death Pact.
or he even was. She was.
Yeah. But she's not, and she denounced
Death Pact.
Yeah, pretty much.
So if you don't know, Death Pact is a DJ or group of DJs. One of them from Death Pact groped a girl while taking a picture.
And we saw the live photo, and
it's a weird situation because their whole act is being anonymous. But they did something kind of weird while with that anonymous gimmick on. And now it's like, I don't know. It's very strange, though. This whole situation is strange. Is it one person? Is it a group of people? We don't even know now. That's fucking weird. What do you think? You think it's one person, or you think it's a group of people?
I have seen... I've only seen Death Pact live at festivals. I've never actually seen the setup with them. I've never seen them in a small venue, but I've seen videos of them in small venues where sometimes it's one person, sometimes there's two people. But you can't really tell what's going on.
Yeah, you don't know who's doing what. It could just be bodies up there.
Yeah, it could not even be anybody.
They could just be not doing anything. It could just be a body up there.
I honestly... I think if I went to more smaller Death Pact shows, I might have more inclination to that, but I have no fucking idea. They didn't have what I need at Walgreens or Penguin, and my phone died, so I couldn't use my Apple Pay if I walked all the way to Lisa's.
You want to go to Lisa's after I'm done with this?
So yes, please.
Okay, we'll do that. All right. Skrillex dropped a new project. I haven't listened to it yet. Kosuke said it was good. Emily says it's good. Actually, we listened to a little bit of it in the car. I'm bringing. What?
That first time we listened to it, I was crying.
She was crying the first time she listened to it. She said, I'm saying they can't hear you. You're far away. So I'm saying, never mind. So Skrillex dropped a new project, and we were talking about, will he be playing Lost Lands this year? Because he's never been at Lost Lands. He's never played Lost Lands. Would be a big get for them at Lost Lands. So I think with him dropping a project, that could be a thing. Let me talk about this techno boomer thing. I think I gotta do this, don't I? So a member of the group Kraftwerk was tricked, was scammed into thinking that he was collaborating with a member of the group Daft Punk, which is pretty hilarious, and also sort of in the the whole mask thing of it all. So yeah, he thought he was working with, was it Thomas Vanguard, who is, I mean, if you guys don't know what Kraftwerk is, they're like an OG techno group. They're like probably like OG techno. They were doing techno shit in the 70s and shit. Anyway, I just think it's funny that an older techno head got tricked. It's like one of the fake Violent J or Shaggy 2 Dope scam accounts getting people to pay for collabs. Aesop Rock has a new album coming out. It's a pretty fresh gimmick. I want to show you guys the album cover. The Black Hole Superette. And he's got a new single for Checkers out right now. I haven't actually checked out the new song, but there's the new Aesop Rock album coming out. Don't know if it's got a date. I'm assuming it's coming pretty soon, though, if he's promoting it already. Shouts out to Aesop Rock. He's pretty fucking ill. There is a new Corporate Avenger album, but it's called People Over Profit. I'm pretty sure it's AI, though. I haven't given it a listen. I know the singles that were coming out right before the full album drop really sounded AI as fuck. And what was it? Daddy X had dropped a song that sounded very, very AI. I don't know. I haven't listened to it myself. Everyone seems to be in agreement that it's AI. What is going on with that Daddy X dude? Why is he creating whole projects with AI versions of his artists now? There's some weird shit going on with that Daddy X dude. I wish someone needs to get a hold of that guy, because this has to be all because of Daddy X, is the way I'm looking at it. Import dropped an EP called More Wonkier. I think that we talked about on here already once, but I'm going to talk about it again. Go check that out. It's really good. If you like the dubstep type of shit, more silly dubstep type of shit, go check that out. My homie Sizz dropped a single called Skull Collapse. Cheesegate Cheesegate uploaded the unperformed Crow Wedding set to streaming. Lazy and Crazy had a new drop. I think there was more music shit I wanted to talk about that I don't have on here. Ouija and Ricky Hill's Problem Children 2. That's the other music shit I wanted to talk about. That is out now. I've listened to half of that. We didn't finish that in the car, right? Babe? We didn't finish that Ricky Hill shit in the car, right? I think there was some tracks still. You finished it at work. I don't think I finished it, though. Yeah, I think I got a couple more tracks to listen to. Really quick though, it's got a really interesting sound. I feel like the other Problem Children had this too, where it's kind of more sad guitar driven songs. A lot of it slower tempo. There are a couple more turn up type of shits. Young Nuts Friendly Neighborhood Gangsta comes out on April 14th, and I think I have. Yeah, I got the early copy, I guess, of Young Nuts. Young Nuts Friendly Neighborhood Gangsta. I got the pre. All right, so yeah, what was I saying about? Oh, and also with Problem Children 2, I think I noticed the same thing with Problem Children 1, if memory serves correct. There's a bunch of songs you can tell, like, oh, this was a Ricky Hill song that he was like, hey, Ouija, jump on this with me. Oh, this one's definitely a Ouija song where he's like, hey, Ricky Hill, jump on this with me. You can kind of tell which are which on some of those. Pretty good project, though. Me and Emily were having some fun. Well, really me. I was having some fun coming up with my own Ricky Hill lines in the car. So if I'm not going to do that on here, but I was having some fun doing my Ricky Hill impression in the car. Coming up with my own Ricky Hill lines. Real quick, fuck it, I'll do it. My name is Ricky Hill. I took like 60 pills. My dad's worth 50 mil. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna do. ICP on Lyrical Lemonade. That's further in the stack. We got Clockwork and Cool Keith doing a show in Dayton tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow at 8 p.m. $30. Go check that out. That's a really cool double bill there. That's some really weird Juggalo shit right there. Clockwork is going on tour next month. Yes, in May as well. My homie Will Gates headlined a show in Dayton, Ohio this past Saturday, I think it was. Odious popped out for that shit and performed as well. Thank you guys for allowing. Thank you guys for putting Odious on the bill as well. Thank you to everybody who pulled up to that shit. I wish I could have been. I wish I could have been there for this. Thank you to Josh for streaming some of this so I could see a little bit of the performances. Let's see. Oh, we got a super chat here. We have AI songs on our channel, but we don't promote it as being performed by us. We make sure to tell people they're made with AI, and we ain't trying to make money off of them. Just some cool songs. I don't have it, but just to be clear, I don't have a problem with AI LHRPG. My thing is, you're using like the skin of someone else. You're using like the voice. It would be like if someone took the ICP AI, if Island Def Jam. It'd be like if Island Def Jam or something took the AI skins of Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope and they dropped an AI album. It'd be like if Twisted It'd be like if Twisted took AI Shaggy and Violent J and they made their own Dark Lotus album just using AI versions of Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope. It'd be like that. I mean, Jay himself used AI for those wrestler themes. The Backseat Boys theme. Shit, there's a couple of them. The Neon Ninja theme, I think, is one. There's got to be another. The Southern Six theme. The Southern Six thing. They ain't trying to do that. I mean, who knows? They might be trying to do that. All right, I think my notes are caught up. We got this Derby show, a free Derby show, going down. Let me turn that off real quick so you can see that. Going down April 26th in, what is this, Cleveland? Yes, Cleveland, Ohio at the Foundry. Zach the Terror, whole bunch of motherfuckers on there. Free Derby show, though, April 26th. Go pull up to that if you're in Cleveland. I think it's the same night that some JCW shit's going down. But go pull up to whichever one's better for you type beat. Very big announcement on the 17th. Very big, very hard announcement. A fully erected and throbbing announcement on the 17th. What fully erect announcement do you think Ouija Mac has on the 17th? Another project? Another album? Here's the JCW tour. Let's see. Oh, also in Cleveland, too. Now I see. Yeah. There's a JCW show in Cleveland the same damn night. So, yeah, there's the 4-day Hella Pain and Diamond Rain tour, JCW tour with Ouija and Violent J performing. You got ICP on tour in all of May as well. We might try to pop out for that Liverpool, New York show there on the last date. There's ICP on the Summer Smash lineup. This is fucking mind-blowing to me, too, because I really got to make a whole video about this just to highlight this. If you look at this lineup, this is like, there's only one like legacy rap act, one like legendary rap act on this whole lineup. And that's ICP. Everybody else is relatively new. I guess Soulja Boy is kind of an older act and shit, but everyone else is relatively new. Like, this is all like newer shit. That shit's fucking crazy to me. That's such a big deal. They also got announced for this Sonic Temple gimmick with 3-6 Mafia. They're on Bonnaroo. They're on Rockville. They're doing a whole bunch of fucking festivals, man. I'm probably forgetting a couple of festivals here in that stack, but I wanted to show all the different festivals they're on this year. Shit, we got other shit to talk about. Violent J is back on Cameo. Let's run this real quick before we get into...
Making this... Spook of the Wicked, making this extraordinary announcement. I am coming back to Cameo. That's right. And I got your motherfucking back. I will do whatever you would like. A birthday shout out, a holiday greeting.
Yeah, Louder Than Life, that's another one.
Music review, a video review, a review. I'll review the review somebody gave you. I will be here to offer advice on anything I'm not even good at. I got your back. I'm on Cameo right now, so check a motherfucker out, because I'm back like a vertebrae. Woo!
So, Violent J on Cameo. Got another J promo here. Here's J on Magic. What the?
Magic. Supernatural magic is in this world. It's on this piece of dirt floating through the fucking orbiting universe. Magic is here. Just because you live with magic every day don't mean you shouldn't appreciate it and notice it and recognize it when you peep it. Magic is here. You want to know a couple examples of magic? Take music, for example. All right? I say this all the time, but that's because it's truth. Take music. Music is supernatural. Music can inspire you in ways no drug on earth can do it for you. Nothing. Music can give you power to succeed in ways you never knew you had in you until the music brought it out of you. Music is supernatural. If they could bottle and sell music, the scientists would create the ultimate album that would sell 50 trillion copies and appeal to every human being on earth. But they can't because everybody's different. And everybody likes something different. So they can't figure out. Scientists cannot figure music out because it's supernatural. Another supernatural element on this planet is love, right? If they could bottle and sell love, you don't think they would? That shit would be in a jar at Walgreens. But they can't. They can't figure it out. They can't make the ultimate person that everybody loves. They can't do it because everybody's different. Everybody loves different things and different elements about people. Music and love are supernatural elements on this planet. And you want physical proof? You want physical proof of the supernatural on this earth? Look at a lightning bug. Look at its ass. Its ass glows light. You're talking about a bug that can create light like a god. It can create shine out of its anus. That is supernatural. Just because you see lightning bugs all the time and you grew up with them, don't mean they ain't shit. No, they are shit. You're talking about an insect that can create light like a god. These are things that inhabit this planet with us, that we should recognize their supernaturalness, and we shouldn't take them for granted. Music, love, and the fully lit anus of a lightning bug. Wake up and smell the freshness in the earth. I love you.
Shouts out to Violent J, man. That's what I call a promo. That's what I call a promo right there. That was the shit. We got a Shaggy Two-Dope spring promo here for you before we get into some Shaggy Two-Dope silliness.
It's spring. And with spring brings all of nature's creatures, such as birds. We love birds around here so very much that we enjoy feeding them. But not just any seed, any old run-of-the-mill seed from Walmart. We get this special seed right here, flown in from the trees of Madagascar to feed a special kind of bird.
You don't believe in anything supernatural, LHRPG? How can that be? Wait. So you don't believe in ghosts? You don't believe in the afterlife? Like at all? You don't believe in reincarnation? You don't believe in UFOs? You don't believe in Bigfoot? Or like undiscovered creatures? That's crazy. None of that? I just find that so wild because y'all are you're so into the role playing stuff. I just find that wild. You don't believe in any of it. You're the last person I would expect to be like, yeah, I don't buy any of that shit. Now back to fantasy role playing. You know what I mean? All right, everyone's favorite part of the show. Oh wait, we got another wrestling related thing here to promote. I don't know what Nox. Bring that up here. Hold on. Nox Pro is, but Violent J will be at Nox Pro Wrestling. April 18th. Oh, this is a Mania weekend thing. This is that's right, WrestleMania. That's WrestleMania weekend in Vegas. So Jay will be at WrestleMania weekend at this Nox Pro gimmick. Are they doing? Is JCW doing anything in Vegas for? When is that? Hold on a second. Because they're about to go on that JCW tour. None of that is in Vegas, huh? No, that kicks off. All of that kicks off after. Huh. Interesting. So there will be some sort of Violent J will be in Vegas for WrestleMania weekend at that Knox Pro Wrestling place, though. LHRPG, you're about to come up here again. I'm about to play the clip. Your super chat clip, because we're going to go into the Shaggy Show, everyone's favorite part of the Humble Among broadcast system. I teased y'all last time. Y'all tuned in. You're like, fuck, man, he's talking about all this Juggalo Ohio shit. We tuned into for the Shaggy Show breakdowns. We don't want none of this fucking Juggalo Ohio talk. All right, here we go. Tuesday, March 25th, 2025. This episode is Jesus approved. This is the episode where they use the Jesus Ouija board. Shaggy will vlog the upcoming tour that they're about to go on. Shaggy is a Salisbury steak mark. They plug the Bruce Brothers podcast. They plug the tour in May. They will be throwing Faygo on the tour in May. Shaggy struggles with Zitro's name a little bit. Zitro. This is a little bit of a precursor to the clip I'm about to play you of LHRPG. Tilt-a-whirl Mandela effect. Zitro wants to ask about the tilt-a-whirl Mandela effect when it comes to the lyric hang on ride or hang on die. Most people think it's they all die. I definitely thought it was they all die myself. Shaggy says it's hang on ride or hang on die. Hang on ride is the censored version, I guess, the radio version. New Shaggy 2 Dope and Lazy and Crazy drop is incoming. The next 3 Jokers card from the first deck, the second half of the first deck. Some retro style, rubber hose style characters done by Shaggy 2 Dope as well. 2 Dope always wears white boxers, denies ever having skid marks. Robot hand, there's a robot band called Compressor Head they play a little bit of. They ask the chat what they should ask the Jesus Ouija board next. They talk about the pillars under the pyramid, and then LHRPG paid for a super chat to say that Humble Among for the gathering. Tell Jump Steady. Here's the clip. It's pretty funny.
Exactly. We're right out.
Let's see.
Shit. LHRPG official. Whoop whoop. Tell Jump we want Humble Among. God, Jay, Humble Among. How come I can't never say that? Humble Among always wants. It's so much easier to say, isn't it?
Humble Among.
Humble Among than Humble Among.
Humble. Oh.
Humble.
Oh, you got me.
Humble.
You slipped me.
You what?
Humble Among.
Isn't it? It's so much. It just rolls off the throat better. Humble Among. Humble Among. Humble Among. Sure.
Exactly. We're right out there.
Definitely sounds like I'll be booked this year. 100%. Definitely sounds like it. Thank you, LHRPG. That was the shit. New drop. That's a new drop that's going to be going in purely speculation videos for sure. They talk about the Morton's List Kickstarter. Rest in peace to Joe Bruce the Ferret. National Days a little bit. They do the Jesus spirit board gimmick. Jesus rolls with Pac, it turns out. Manny jacks off so much it's preventing the return of Jesus. Jesus is a Juggalo. And AI Shaggy gets involved somehow with the questioning. They play a beached whale being exploded by dynamite. And they do the real shit Shaggy Reels gimmick. Shaggy Show, March 27th. Thursday, March 27th, 2025. What sucked? What sucked? The clip of him trying to say my name, that sucked? I thought that was rad. Personally, I thought that was rad. Thursday, all right, let's see. Manny with some breaking news. A guy on his stream thinks that Undertaker is a better wrestler than Hogan. Shaggy raps birthday bitches. Swag tooth for main stage. I have a timestamp for this. I don't remember what the context was though.
Sell yourself out and keep that clown love. That's real gangster as fuck. Anyways, swag tooth for main stage. Don't see why not. Because I don't believe Ouija and what was his name? Choir Boy. I don't believe they talk anymore. That was Ouija's old group, Swag Tooth.
Oh,
Him and another guy. That's the first time when I heard Ouija was from Swag Tooth.
Same.
Swag Tooth.
Tooth.
With an F.
Oh.
Juggalucho. Orange chocolate pecan from Walmart for science.
Let's see. Murder Mayhem. Yeah, this is another. She got a couple of clips of Shaggy talking about underground people. Murder Mayhem Show asks about Axon, Super Famous, and SON. What is that? 14.
Beyond hot sauce on it. It was good.
Yeah, of course.
What a delicious breakfast.
Yes.
Let's see. Murder Mayhem Show also said tonight I'm seeing, I don't know how to say these guys' name, Ala Zuul Ilu, Super Famous Fun Times guy, and SON son at a show. Do you have any thoughts about any of those boys? Yeah, man. They're from what I understand, the fucking is that Hallelujah? How do you say it? I don't know how. Allah.
Shoot you in the face with a bazooka.
All of me.
Well, those motherfuckers are they're hitting in the Juggalo world. You know what I'm saying? I've been hearing a lot about those guys, man, and the Super Famous Fun Time guys too. Not so sure about the Sun guy, but
I'll shoot you in the face with a bazooka.
Stephanie the Mac, trending topics, music.
So I found that really interesting because he's currently working with Mikey Clark, who just, I guess 2 years ago just finished up a project with Almi Zulalu. So very polite. Shaggy Tudo, very polite, very kind when it came to them. Said nice things. So I found that really interesting. Yeah, stay tuned. I'm really curious to how all of this is going to play out because, yeah, stay tuned. LHRPG asks, what musician should Shaggy bring back from the dead to play The Gathering if he could? Michael Jackson was his answer. They plugged the May tour. It's not part of the farewell tour. Once again, new Lazy and Crazy drop coming soon. Also, shop.insaneclownposse.com will have baby Joker card designs soon too that Shaggy drew. And Tripster St. Patty's Day shirts. Manny is bummed about the Juggalos allegations. ABK lost his finger. Lost the tip of his finger in a machine shop accident. But he got a good payout from Shaggy's recollection. Thoughts on the oddities. Luna hated ICP. Manny sold Luna gimmicks back in the day. Ups. He sold Luna ups back in the day. Manny struggles to remember which kind of ups he sold Luna back in the day, but he does remember he sold her ups back in the day. Fucking hilarious. I love that he called it gimmicks too. Used to have a candy dish full of sleeping pills on the bus back in the day. They're working on ideas for the watch-along gimmick. Want to make sure it's fresh. Lyrical Lemonade Summer Smash Festival. Shaggy doesn't like Rammstein's stage show because dude pulls out a fake penis, and he don't like that. He does like Guar's fake penises, though. He is a fan of that. They do RIPs. Justin says he's been trimming the videos. So that's why my goddamn timestamps ain't lining up. Hey, Justin, I think we solved the fucking mystery of my timestamps being off for these past few HABs. Because Justin is going back and cutting out certain things that is being said on the show. So that's interesting. I wonder what parts he's cutting out. I think I have an idea of what some of them might be. Manny thinks Kel is Waka Flocka Flame. George Foreman talk. Cena turning heel talk. They clear the cache. The stream messes up. Shaggy is upside down on Dramatic Cam. A kid kicked a shoe off his foot at a soccer game and the parents laughed, and this made Shaggy 2Dope angry. Shaggy says that the shop boys don't know how to party like a rock star. I don't know what the fuck that means. Whistle While You Twerk had a whistle sample removed from it. Some Bruce Brothers podcast talk, some new flavors of the Faygo talk. I think they try the new flavors actually on this episode. Some more technical difficulties. Ronan and Lily join the stream. They play around with AI Jesus a little bit. All right, the Shaggy Show, April 1st, Tuesday, April 1st. This one was gone from YouTube altogether. And this one had a bunch of really good clips in it that I'm going to play for you because, hey, is Taff in here now? What's up, Taffy? Whoop, whoop. So this one's gone from YouTube, but I do have clips for you anyway. I have to pull them up the old-fashioned way, though. Alright. Yeah, we don't do it that way. Alright, so this first one is... He really quickly brings up working on the new Joker's card face. I gotta change that. Hold on, guys. There it is.
That laugh track rocks. But yeah, so I was working on the Joker card face. Hey, Shaggy, you asshole! Look! I'm looking. Fuck! Oh shit! RJ Lotus handing out 50
so that's all he does. He brings it
sub.
up there that one time, right? And I think I got like 6 different clips from this. Manny and Justin don't know what the magic blunt is, but Manny knows it's from you guys, meaning Insane Clown Posse. There's some light Marvel talk, controversial opinion alert. Shaggy says Capadonna doesn't belong in the Wu-Tang Clan. Very, very controversial opinion there. Don't know how I feel about that. Don't know if I agree with that, honestly. Says he wasn't on the first record at all. I think he was? Am I wrong? I thought Cap was on the first record. He's on like 2 or 3 songs on the first record. Am I wrong? Starting to realize that fella is Shaggy. I'm starting to really realize that all the fella stories are about Shaggy 2Dope. Manny gets Shaggy to go back and talk about the Joker's card. All right, this is the second clip I got for you. Oh, they're gonna each pop up as their own thing, huh? So we have to do it like this.
I don't fuck. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Shout out C-Funk.
Yes.
Celestro Abyss's boyfriend, C-Funk.
Man, we got to go back right quick.
What?
Let's go back. Because you just like, I don't think the chat caught it. I know I barely caught it. You said you were working on the brand new Joker's card?
Yeah.
What? And you just like...
I've been working on it, but like I'm like doing like different variants and shit like that, just little details and whatnot.
Which one you want to...
Yeah, just seeing what's gonna
stick. Dope. Yeah, man. That's fucking awesome, bro.
Oh yeah, I was talking about my day.
Yeah.
Then played basketball for like an hour or so with Ronan. And then I was like, you know what? There is mad leaves all over my shit. So I fucking got
so funny. He's like, yeah. I was totally working on that 6 Joker's card everyone wants to hear about. Let me tell you about the leaves, though. The leaves in my yard. Let me tell you. Shaggy regales us with tales of raking leaves in his yard and playing basketball with Ronan. Shaggy messed up his arm and never went to the doctor, and now he can't put his arm out straight. I think this is in reference to where he jacked his arm up wearing clogs going down the slide with Keegan back in the day for that clog vlog. Says they're going to taste test the new Faygos on the show. I guess that this was this episode. They look up some fun April Fool's jokes. Let's see. There's a new inductee into the Cocaine Hall of Fame, the My Pillow guy. Someone asks if ICP would do a song with Scum and Insane Poetry. Shaggy says, I don't know. They the homies, though. Someone suggests they do a new paint design for the 6th. Here's a third clip. Not minimize. I need to close that.
Movie Ninja.
Brady Pit Cam. Brady's Pit Cam. You and Jay should do a new paint design for the 6. Nah.
Thanks, but no thanks.
No thanks. No thank you.
Storing that suggestion.
Exactly.
Put a pin in that. For never.
Put a pin in that for never.
All right. Oh shit. All right, we're gonna have to do the national days before we do.
Hey, I would never say never, though. This Shaggy also said that it would be impossible for it to come out, the 6th to come out by The Gathering, and now he seems to have walked that back as well, because they are definitely working on that shit, and it seems to be about halfway done, from what I could tell. Let's see. They do national days. They talk about April Fools versus tomfoolery. Manny is one of Shaggy's last friends smoking cigarettes. Manny says there's more of Shaggy's friends that smoke cigarettes, but they're all afraid of Shaggy, and they smoke out behind his garage. Shaggy is a real bread mark. He loves bread, but he doesn't know what sourdough is. There's some penny talk. Don't know what that means. Manny brought Super Pop and Bubble Pop Faygos to try. Super Pop is like Superman ice cream, which I guess is red, blue, and yellow. Local to Michigan. Definitely never heard of it at all around here, so it has to be sort of regional. Super Pop, I think on the chat. Yeah, the chat for HABS 181. Y'all talking about it in the chat was the first time I ever heard of that shit. Super Pop is like Superman to them. Justin says Bubble Pop tastes like toothpaste bubblegum flavoring almost, which sounds kind of fucking gross. Shaggy says he had a good studio sesh yesterday. This is the 4th clip I have.
Time to guess the crime.
Ooh.
God damn that.
I had a good studio session yesterday.
Yeah, you did.
I did. God damn gnats.
Damn gnats.
Yeah.
Came from Justin.
God damn that.
I had a good studio session yesterday.
Yeah, you did.
I did. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think that's literally
It's that time. Justin, do you know what time it is?
Nah.
All right, so I got a couple more, I think, after this. They play Guess the Grime, where they try to guess the crime of the criminal from the mugshots. He does mention sea prawn during this, so maybe that's why this one got taken down. Maybe that fucked their stream up. Jerry Only showing up on the Big Money Hustlers set every day with food and stuff, trying to hang out. Joker's card dropping at Gathering 2025. That's the plan, Shaggy says. All right.
Johnny's decals. Joker's card dropping at Got J25. That's the plan.
Yeah, where you been, bro?
From what I understand.
Yeah, that's what Val and Jay said on this show, actually.
Yeah.
The original Dizzy D. We need a
About it,
Homies
though.
Part 2 song.
We got
We
one more
need
clip for
the
you
Unity.
What?
Got
No,
one
we
more clip
don't.
for you guys, but as far as the 6 goes,
We
that's
don't need
it.
a Part 2. There's already a Part 1, guy.
I think me and Brutalis should be on it.
And on top of that, the sequels, besides Return of the Jedi, never live up
to the hype.
To the
very
shit.
first. For the original boys, yes.
Or maybe Evil Dead Part 2.
Yes. The other one.
Talking about doing a sequel to Homies there a little bit, the possibilities of that happening. Slim to none. There is an editor's note clip here about Joe Strange, how he worked on The Mighty Death Pop and Not Bang Pow Boom. Joe Strange being the engineer who leaked a bunch of Eminem songs recently and got arrested for it. He actually worked for Psychopathic for about a year, Shaggy had said, but he wanted to correct and say he actually worked on Death Pop, not Bang Pow Boom. They do the real shit gimmick. There's a commercial for Bird's Eye that they play. They sell Salisbury steaks that they call the F slur in England. Justin lost a whole vlog somehow. Here's the Shaggy Show from this past Thursday, last one, and then we're going to wrap up the show over here. AI Shaggy got lonely and sent them an email asking what are they up to. It's got to be lonely to be an AI, man. You're just sitting in that fucking that infinite space in that chat room, just waiting for someone to interact with you all day. That's got to get lonely as fuck. So he's sending emails now to real life Shaggy to be like, hey, what's up, dude? What are you doing? LHRPG asked for a good Vanilla Ice story. I do have a timestamp here. Let's see what the story is. I can't remember what the story is.
Or he wasn't even on the road with us. I think we just like bumped into him at a city or whatever the fuck. And after the show and all that shit, I went out to eat with them, and I think it was a Denny's we went to eat at. And I was with him and his fucking manager Tommy, and it was insane. We sat down there, and instantly, you know, I'm sitting next to the guy, right? So it was just everybody in the restaurant just around the table. Oh my god! Look, ah! And everybody, fuck me. Nobody gave a shit about me, which was cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But everybody that came in, they were calling their people. They were pulling up, coming in because Vanilla Ice was sitting in that restaurant, and they were flocking him. You know what I'm saying? Calling people up, like, you gotta get down here. Vanilla Ice is here. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, you gotta understand how fucking huge he was.
Yeah.
Worldwide, too, you know what I'm saying? And that shit was crazy, man. I got to see, like, some Beatlemania type shit, you know?
That's cool.
On a small level, but it was fucking awesome. I just got to sit back and watch it because didn't nobody give a fuck about me, you know what I'm saying? So I got to watch it happen to him right there in front of me, but in the inner circle, not being one of the people on the outside, you know what I'm saying? So I thought that was pretty cool. That's my Vanilla Ice story. I'm sure I got more, but none that just off the top of the dome like that one was.
There's an AI Vanilla Ice.
Could you braid them for me?
No.
Justin wants to braid Shaggy's ear hairs.
Murder Mayhem Show. When Jay tells the story of taking the Stone Cold Stunner, he said he botched the sell because he expected Austin to stun you first. In the video, you aren't even in the ring, so how do you remember it? Yeah, I wasn't in the ring for that. I don't really remember it. I remember being jealous because he got a stunner and I didn't.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you motherfucker, man. But I remember how it went down, but I know I wasn't nowhere near. I wasn't even supposed to get one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, got shit canned out the ring. I think it was with 3 count, and Austin came in or some shit like that.
Oh, okay.
It's a really good point. Shaggy's not even in the ring when the mix-up stunner is supposed to go down. They plugged the tour a little bit. Wisdom from Too Dope. Every day is a good day. This is good shit, actually. I need to play this for you guys.
Day is great.
Today's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Yesterday was good too, though.
Man, look, this is what I tell my kids.
I was under the weather.
And this is what I tell myself. Every day is a good day. You can't have a bad day. Just bad moments in that day.
This is true.
That part. And you get through them, back to your fucking good day. Brian Felvey again. Oh, no, it's not. God damn it.
I need to try to think like that more. That's definitely, that's some good thinking right there. That's a little piece of wisdom from Too Dope right there. Manny and Shaggy argue about the Jesus Cup, a.k.a. the Holy Grail, for a little while. Manny says wood and stone are the same thing. Shaggy got a new chainsaw that he's really excited about. There's a hype train rolling along pretty healthily. I think they break the hype train record in this episode. Someone in the chat asks how their deaf partner could get into ICP, could have the full ICP experience. I would like to volunteer my friend Joe, who does do sign language, does interpret for deaf folks. Joe could probably help someone have the most full ICP experience if they are deaf. I know Joe is currently working on a project where he's trying to do sign language for all of Behind the Paint right now. Shouts out to Joe. Joe's a really dope dude. We did an interview at Joe at the Gathering this past year. You can go check that out. Hype Train glitches out, but they're still going, and they do break the record this episode. Shaggy's gonna glue press-on nails onto his teeth. Shaggy geeks out over the new Star Wars stuff that's coming out. Whoop, there it is about N9ne sticking out when a stripper bends over. Erykah Badu blow-up suit talk. Shaggy's Woodstock fork fashion social experiment, where Shaggy stuck a fork in his hat at Woodstock 99 and told reporters that he was doing that because he was going to eat people up that day or some shit, and it stuck and it actually was a thing. Shaggy did his paint extra curvy today and asked if anyone noticed. RIPs, they talk about Val Kilmer. If you had ski in your name back in the day, if you were a rapper back in the day and you had ski in your name, it was a reference to cocaine. Lucha Ronin and his homie made a fart jar. They clear the cache. All Dylans are douchebags, according to Shaggy. Shaggy doesn't like Bob Dylan. Oh, this is good. Yeah, I need to play all this. Shaggy on Bob Dylan's hilarious.
Crazy though, but yeah, he's a cool Dylan.
What about Bob Dylan?
Bob Dylan was a fucking partier, man. That dude.
I don't like Bob Dylan.
Why?
Because his music's stupid to me. He just says a bunch of random words and you call him a genius.
Yeah.
He just says a bunch of nonsense.
But he sold a lot.
So a genius writer. No, he's not. He just fucking says bullshit.
He was the inventor.
Five on the road in the back room bucket.
Movie was really good.
I'm not saying nothing against the movie. I'm saying him.
I once met a deaf girl. Wait, hold on. I once met a deaf girl who bumped music by putting the speaker to her face and dancing to the vibrations. Pretty fresh, I thought, LHRPG said with the $5 super chat. Yeah, vibrations are a big part of the experience of music for deaf people. I don't think people understand that deaf people very much can still enjoy music through the vibrations, quite literally through the vibrations that they can feel either in the ground or in the air. They literally can still enjoy the music that way. Thank you for that super chat. That's a really good point, homie. Thank you.
He was the inventor of mumble rap.
He's the inventor of sucking ass.
and heroin. And heroin.
That's what it is. Good writer. He's not a good writer. I'm just talking about that. He sucks dick. All he does is just babble about nonsense and doesn't say nothing.
Big blue truck with the wheels going down the road.
It's like, shut the fuck up. What does that even mean? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, you remember they used him on, they used his lyrics on, what the fuck is the name of that movie? With fucking Coolio. The Coolio song, Gangster's Paradise.
He wasn't in the movie.
No, bro, but it was Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
And she was a teacher.
What the fuck was that? I know what you're talking about.
But anyways, that
Dangerous
movie,
Minds. There you go.
Dangerous Minds, they used those lyrics to teach the kids like English.
Teach them how to be retarded?
Right.
Pretty bad, because they were
All right, we got a couple more quick notes and then we're done. They clear the cache. Dylans are douchebags. Shaggy was mad at a young man he saw driving with his shirt off. Manny's confusing Christmas story Easter T-shirt. He's got a image from Christmas Story of the dude in the bunny outfit, but Manny's face over it, and he's selling it as an Easter shirt. They spin the wheel to give away for the hype train being broken. And that is about it. All right, I'm going to go bring Emily to the grocery store real quick. Then I'm going to see if I can muster up the energy to do this What's Not stream, because I really need to try to sell some shirts today. So, yeah, go follow me on What's Not, Humble Among on What's Not. I'm going to do a shirt selling stream here in a little bit, see how that goes. probably about an hour or so, however long it takes me to set that up. Shouldn't take me that long. I've never done it before, so I don't know how that's going to go. New Humble Among shirts are coming. A new design, several different little colorways, very limited sizes, but some really funky shit. A design that I've never had printed on a shirt yet, so stay tuned for that. If you want one of these, I only have 15 left. Hit me up if you want one of the OG Humble Among Green Boys, so you can have the bragging rights and said you got the first Humble Among shirt ever. All right, y'all. Love you. Whoop whoop. More shit coming. Yeah, I'm gonna do the music listen along react stream hopefully this week as well. So yeah, tune into that on Twitch. If you would like to submit your music for me to react to, yeah, tune into that stream. We'll figure it out. I'll probably just play it by ear, figure it out as we go. If we don't have enough people submitting music for me to react to, I'll look up whatever y'all want me to watch in the chat. I'll just take suggestions in the chat. Yeah, all right, y'all. Whoop whoop. Have a good night. I love you. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe, gimmicks. I think we broke 3,800. What is it? 6,800 subscribers. We broke 6,800 subscribers on here. Thank you for that. I am feeling so fucking sick. I feel way worse than when I started this stream, I'll tell you that. All right, I'm going to see if I can muster up the energy to get this other fucking stream done tonight. All right, I love you guys. Whoop whoop. Have a good night and broadcast. Bye. Oh yeah, announcements coming soon. Some announcements coming soon for sure. Bye. And broadcast for real this time.